Hello. For this week's discussion, I will be discussing George Marsden's book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. George Marsden has been a professor of history at the University of Notre Dame, Duke University, and Kelvin University. He is an influential historian and author on the topic of the interaction between Christianity and American culture. He is well known for his biography, Jonathan Edwards' A Life, and has also authored other books, including Religion and American Culture, Fundamentalism and American Culture, and The Soul of the American University. The Soul of the American University traces the shift from orthodoxy in American universities to secularization. This book had a lot of criticism, so Marsden answers his critics with his book, The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. Marsden argues that people of diverse cultures are welcomed into respectable academic culture, but only on the condition that they leave the religious dimensions of their culture at the door. The result of this is not diversity, but rather uniformity. Everyone is expected to accept the standard doctrine that religion has no intellectual relevance. He proposes instead that there should be room for explicit Christian points of view for those who will play by the other rules proper to the diverse academy. Christians can and should be allowed to explain and defend their own viewpoints, and in the proper settings attempt to persuade others of their superiority, just as advocates of feminist, Marxist, liberal, democratic, or neoconservative views often do. He also states that this book is primarily about the theoretical basis for the relationship of faith to learning, and that it is essential to remember that teaching is the most important way in which the fruit of our labor is conveyed. Christianity at its best teaches people that they stand not at the center of reality, but on the periphery along with everyone else. It teaches that we are not dependent on our own brilliance and insight, but on a revelation that appears foolish to many and whose source we are unable to comprehend. It teaches that humans are flawed and often self-deluded creatures, and that Christians are not exceptions. Christian scholarship should be marked not only by firm defenses of the insights we believe we have seen revealed by God, but also by a willingness to be critical of ourselves and our own traditions. A religiously diverse culture will be an intellectually richer culture. Scholars and institutions who take the intellectual dimensions of their faith seriously can be responsible and creative participants in the highest levels of academic discourse. According to Marsden, Christianity needs to be at the academic table, part of the academic discussion. Dr. Samuel Smith states, instead, Christians need to take ownership of that table. Christianity should not play second fiddle to the academic world, and with that I am inclined to agree. Thank you.